In today's video, I want to touch base on finding peace within yourself and within your situation to allow yourself to move into a better place in life. So it's Sunday right now, and I come out here sometimes and I just sit, I vibe, like a little waterfall here and stuff, and I don't know if I want to say meditate, but I just appreciate the nature and I just take in just the environment. And this is something that I wasn't able to do, obviously, when I was back home in Canada because there's snow everywhere. And although it's been a little bit cold out here in Florida, it's just the environment, the palm trees, the water, the sun. I've come to understand that this puts me in a better state of mind. So it put me in a position where I allow myself to just find peace within myself, within where I'm at. And I just allow myself to think and visualize. And I think this has probably been the main difference in my productivity as of recently. This past year has been hectic when it came down to me just moving and even getting here in the first place. It's been real hectic. And because of that, I've learned to just appreciate moments that are a little bit calm, put myself in a position that allows me to just clear my headspace so that I can make rational decisions within my business and within my personal life. Oftentimes, when your head is overwhelmed and you have a lot of things going on mentally, whether it's you struggling within your company or whether it's you struggling within yourself, mentally, school, whatever it is, anything that you guys have going on, your relationships, whatever it is, it clouds your judgment and it clouds your ability to make rational decisions in every aspect of your life. It might put you in a position where you have a much harder time to get up in the morning and get active, get up in the morning, make breakfast, or whatever it may be. And so learn to appreciate a calm environment and putting yourself in a position that is calm. Previously, when I was in Canada, because obviously I did talk about these palm trees here, the water and whatever, and this is obviously a luxury that a lot of people don't have and something that I'm forever grateful for. But when I was in Canada, I was able to do the same thing. When I was living in my apartment, I was on the 15th floor and I used to just stand up on the balcony and just look outside. When I was living at my mom's, the basement was quiet. And so I would kind of just sit down there and think. And so everybody has these different spaces that are available to them. You just have to be able to find a space that you can see yourself being comfortable in, that will allow you to just clear your mind and start to use your critical thinking to stand and acknowledge your position, reflect on where you're at, reflect on what you've gone through, and on where you want to be. There's a lot of things in life that you won't ever have the opportunity to achieve unless you clear your mind and put yourself in a space where you can start to just think properly. This life is stressful and it's definitely not an easy thing, but I don't think it's a hard thing either. I think we just live in a cold world. It's harsh. There's a lot of things that are difficult to accomplish. Not everybody has the means to be able to put themselves in a good situation, but everybody has the same means and ability to get up and take action. And so I talk a lot about my journey in when I was getting into e-commerce and I started my first dropshipping store, what I was doing and how I ended up in that position. And I think for me, it was a matter of seeing that there were people around my age putting themselves in a position where they would be financially free at a young age. And I'm somebody that always wanted to just make my own money. I was always self-sufficient. I didn't do really well with teachers. I didn't do really well with bosses at work. That's debatable. I didn't really do well with people always telling me what to do if I didn't see it being something productive. These people would tell me scrub the floors and do this and do that. I didn't see it being productive. And so because of that, I knew that oftentimes a lot of stuff that I was being told to do just, well, obviously, it's not going to push me in any right direction to scrub floor. What is that going to do for me? But what you learn to understand is to pick out the things that you see pushing you in a good position or in a better headspace. So at the time, for me, scrubbing the floor and somebody telling me to do it, it's like, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I know he's just telling me to do this because he feels like he has a little bit of power. And for me, I had to dig deep and think about discipline, about disciplining myself to the point where I would do it and I would just keep my mouth shut because I knew I had to get my next paycheck so that I could reinvest it into my business. And then after, when I get that, I'm gonna come back and look this fuck nigga in the face and be like, yo, suck my dick. So that's the thing. You guys have to be able to just dig deep within the positions that you're in. Don't get in no fights with your bosses. Don't do any of that, because you know that your purpose is higher. You know that your purpose is higher. You guys hear me. You hear the passion in my voice when I talk about this stuff, because it's hard. And this stuff is not easy. And so it's a matter of digging deep within and finding it within yourself to understand the purpose and the reason behind everything that you're doing. What is the reason as to why you invest so much time in yourself? What is the reason as to why you lack sleep? What are you doing it for? And for me personally, this is something I used to sleep 3 to 5 hours a night max. I was waking up building e-commerce stores, finding products, Shopify videos, whatever it was. And I was doing this because I saw it pushing me somewhere. And even if none of my stores or none of the products that I sold ended up being successful products for me, it's a matter of discipline and me taking initiative, so it builds character. A lot of the things that you do in your life aren't always going to have a direct financial reward to them, but it's a matter of character growth. It's a matter of building character, building discipline, building the confidence within yourself, building that perseverance, the drive, the ambition. That's where it comes from. It comes from you guys being disciplined and taking initiative to do things for yourself. So more times you guys have to start thinking back and understanding, all right, even if this doesn't work, what did I gain here, right? I talked about high school. Even though I found high school being useless, what did it teach me? It taught me discipline. I had to get up and go to school every day. It taught me how to manage my time wisely. Now, the reason being is not when it came to doing evaluations and all these tests and whatever, not in that regard. More so the fact that I want to run a business. I want to go to work and make money to be able to fund the business. And I also have to be in school. So where can I find time to be able to invest time and energy into these different, I want to say, commitments and responsibilities? And I learned that from having that 6-7 hour commitment every day, Monday to Friday. And it came a time where I'm at work and I'm done high school, I graduated and whatever. And now I have to take the leap of faith into myself. I have enough money to be able to fund myself for X amount of months if this business stuff doesn't go well. Is that going to be enough? Is the extra time that I can invest into this business going to be worth it? Is it going to pay off to a point where I'm going to be good? Or which directions, or which options rather, do I have to go in? And I want to touch base on this probably in another video about taking the leap of faith to leaving my job and how I took that leap of faith and what gave me the confidence in myself to be able to do it. And oftentimes the confidence comes from within, and most people don't realize that. So we're gonna probably touch base on that in one of these next videos here. So if that's something you guys wanna see, just tune in. As always, the link to the Telegram chat is in the description down below. And with that being said, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.